GOSS just detonated 542.53%. And my people, that is not a candle. That is a straight up biblical event. Somebody call NASDAQ. We're witnessing revelations in real time.
It's also at 42 cents, Toro, so maybe don't start a religion until your Messiah can at least afford a vending machine sandwich.
Bro, the tape was a pinball machine, 273.88 million shares. My hotkeys were smoking. I almost scalped my own soul and paid slippage in chakras.
Today is Tuesday, February 24th, 2026, and we're covering microcap volatility, liquidity traps around VWAP, plus macro headlines like the Fed leaning hold until inflation shows actual progress, and Dimon warning about pre-crisis style dumb things.
Like and subscribe, or the market makers route your orders through the shadow realm, where your fills are best effort and your P&L is a ghost story. I'm kidding. Mostly.
The only shadow realm is your risk management, Toro. Let's talk why these are moving before Jet turns another account into modern art, purely hypothetical of course.
On GOSS, that kind of move usually screams corporate action restructuring chatter, reverse split anticipation, or the float and borrow dynamic getting stressed. The tell is the volume spike. It confirms it's not just a one-lot mirage.
Borrow dynamic, sure, but it was also pure gap chaos. Open, rip, halt, unhalt, rip again. My heart rate did a reverse split, and my smartwatch tried to file a complaint.
Gap and go disciples, hear me. If it reclaims VWAP after the first flush, that's the altar call. If it loses VWAP and can't get it back, that's your cue to stop donating blood to the tape like it's a Red Cross drive.
Practical tip disguised as comedy. If a stock is up 500% and you're chasing into the third halt, you're not trading. You're signing up to be the before photo for somebody else's exit.
Macro overlay matters too. Goolsby hinting at a rate hold until actual progress tightens the market's patience, and tariff uncertainty is back. So even while microcaps party, risk appetite can flip on you fast.
Awesome. So my catalyst is fickle risk appetite. I'll put that on my landlord application right under emotionally available and may get halted mid-rent. Saig.
Dimon says dumb things are happening and JPM is down 4.22%. Translation: the suits are edgy, the tie knots are loosening, and the street goes hunting small cap fireworks in the alley.
Or it means people are taking profits and Jamie is doing his annual Please Don't Be Idiots roadshow. Spoiler, the crowd bought VIP tickets to be idiots.
Another mover, TIRX, up 96.89% at 7.6 cents on 723.82 million shares. That's classic ultra-low price liquidity swirl, where spreads are basically landmines.
7 cents is my love language. Also, my platform showed a spread that looked like a zip code. I tried to mark it in, and it basically sent a thank you note, kept my dignity, and took my shoes.
Tip number 2. Dressed up as a roast. If the spread is wider than your attention span, use limits or don't touch it. Jet, that means you. Yes, you.
YMAT 2, up 91.28%, with relative volume 3,179.25. That's not interest. That's a stampede with caffeine and no adult supervision.
That relative volume screams fresh attention, but watch the extended move trap. First push above pre-market highs often fades back to VWAP. Then it either bases higher lows or it rug pulls when that structure breaks.
Higher lows, VWAP stampede, rug pull. I'm hearing buy high, panic faster. Also, why is my watch list all sub $1 today? Did my app switch to broke mode overnight?
Your watch list is just your sleep schedule, broken and dangerous. Look at NTCL up 125.12%. Tiny market cap, massive relative volume 64.7. Perfect habitat for traps and chat room delusions.
Trap talk is real. They gap it, they slam it under VWAP. You short, then they rip it back over VWAP, and you become a motivational poster for pain. Hang in there, unless you're margin.
Meanwhile, macro headlines are messy, tariffs and trade drama returning, plus EU warnings about new tariff probes. That kind of policy uncertainty can whipsaw sectors and keep correlations unstable.
Speaking of whipsaw, WBD may be weighing a Paramount offer and NFLX down 3.37%. So do I scalp streaming like it's 2019, or are we all just fighting over pennies like seagulls at a closed food court?
You can scalp whatever you want, Jet. Just don't confuse a Reuters headline with an edge. Also HD beat and it's still down 1.38%. That's the consumer saying we're fine while quietly crying in the parking lot and returning the tears for store credit.
Derailment moment. I walked into a Home Depot once and felt the spirit of plywood speak to me. It said, "Stop over leveraging, you maniac." And also aisle 12 is where dreams go to die.
Back to tape. NCI up 164.71% to 696, with 16.41 million shares. That's a more tradable price level, but it can still pivot from momentum to mean reversion in a heartbeat.
Yeah, NCI felt cleaner. I waited for a VWAP test, got the pop, and I actually took profit like an adult. Then I instantly tried to re-enter higher like a toddler with a credit card. Progress.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said, and it still ends with you setting money on fire. But hey, at least you used a lighter this time. Small wins.
UHG up 108.77% to 115. Housing is alive, jump scare edition. But zoom out and it's still down ugly. So watch for dead cat trampoline behavior, bouncy, tragic, and not built to last.
Quick compliance nerd moment. Remember the ISO date February 17th, 2026. That's the kind of timestamp you should use in your trade journal. So, later you can separate what you did from what you swear you did.
Bro, why are you timestamping my shame like it's a museum exhibit? Also, my journal is just screenshots and a note that says never again 60 times spelled differently every time.
Tournament time, Warriors. The Wick Division Elevator. Registration is open. Only 12 of 200 spots taken. So get in before the herd shows up with matching avatars. It starts in 6 days on March 2nd, with registration ending in 5 days on March 1st.
Register at dayrade.com, and entry is free with coupon code DAYRDTWK. Prize pool is $1,750, $1,000 for first, $500 for second, $250 for third, and session hours are 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. ET, intraday only, and you must be flat by 4 p.m. ET.
And if your cumulative P&L hits minus 1,000, you're removed, which is the market finally setting a boundary your therapist begged for. Also 3 strikes for holding past 4 p.m. ET and you're suspended. Don't be cute.
Executed trade required every day. Got it. If my order doesn't fill, it doesn't count. So I can't place a manifestation limit order and call it spirituality. Fine.
Lightning round. GOSS tomorrow. Either it rips into another halt or it dumps to VWAP like a confession booth. I'm watching for the reclaim to scalp long. Otherwise, I'm fading the failed bounce.
My call, TIRX, stays a Wick factory, so I'd only trade it on defined levels with tiny size. If it can't hold above VWAP after the first hour, odds favor a mean reversion flush given that absurd share volume.
I'm predicting NCI does the classic pops dips to VWAP. I buy the bounce, then it dips again specifically to humble me, like the chart has my name highlighted. But if it holds higher lows, I'm speed scalping with limits like Grizz yelled at me. Saig.
My prediction. YMAT and NTCL try one more squeeze. Then half the chat learns what liquidity vacuum means the hard way, like space, but with more regret. Trade small, respect VWAP. And if you're emotional, go take a walk before the market takes your lunch money.